What? Well, good evening and welcome back, National Soccer League fans. As the sun sets here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, it is the Stealth and the Condors who are both on two-game winning streaks here in your match of the day, looking to continue their momentum into a tightly contested battle in our final contest of this fine Friday evening here in Week 4. Just coming from the Thunderbirds and Pink Nightmare game, a 1-0 win there. Let's see if the Stealth or the Condors will come up on top in this one. Here are your players to watch. Miguel Chavez, Paraguayan forward for the Stealth, yet to score or assist this season, so his performance potentially being monitored by coaches and fans alike, feeling the pressure. And the Stealth have been in good form, more or less, including a 1-0 win against their division rivals, the Terminators, last week. The Condors also beating a NFC South team in the Pioneers, last year's champions, a 2-0 road win for them, a statement victory. So looking to continue their hot run of form, and it's going to be a really good matchup between these two teams, 5th versus 11th. And to see what the lineups look like here. Stealth fans out here in droves in Arena de Oro. Here is the starting 11 for the Stealth. It is unchanged as it has been all season. And Jesus Ulysses returning to the lineup after his one-game suspension a couple weeks ago. Other than that, no other changes to make note of. The Stealth kept their second clean sheet of the season last week. The only team to keep 2 clean sheets the first 2 games, or 3 games. So see how that matches up against this high-flying Condors offense. It's been excellent this season. 10 goals already in their first 3 games compared to the Stealth only having 5. So a real battle of offense versus defense here today. I have to see what that ends up leading to. The Stealth only conceded 1 goal all season long. Holy cow, I did not realize that was the case. So it really is going to be interesting to see how these two match up. And no longer will we have to debate and theorize about what that will look like, because we have kicked off here in our match of the day. It's Friday Night Lights, and the Stealth and Condors are battling it out on this wonderful evening here in New Mexico. Condors looking to start early and get in behind front early. Given away, though, by San Benazet, who is in red-hot form. 3 goals in 3 games to start the season. Hecke Hernandez, though, has it to Enrique. Back to Hernandez. Nice little reverse ball, trying to get the home crowd going early. Valentinov steps across. Good tackle from him. Well, the Condors so far have had an excellent response to their last-minute omission from the playoffs. Despite finishing 10th in the league, they missed out due to divisional rivalry rules, which have been restructured this offseason, and they are trying to leave nothing to chance again. And here they go, trying to create a chance in behind. There is Madsen Rodriguez, who's been in good form in the starting role this season once again. Here's San Benazet. Rodriguez, I don't think he ever got back on. It was a lovely build-up, but he was a little bit slow, and Stealth back line holding really well here, or were they? Yeesh, that's a tight call. But once again, you never know what to expect when those lines come out on the offside decision. About as reliable as the handball penalty calls in this league, a.k.a. crap performance. Sahid will send it long. Turn over again. Condors on the front foot early here. And it's Queensy Maidet trying to put the defender on the back foot. Here he goes. Nice ball for Estrada. Oh, goal! Luis Estrada with a fine finish. And offense strikes first here. The Stealth concede. What a finish from Estrada. Poppy gets caught out, beaten at his near post. But take nothing away, that finish is very difficult. Skipping in toward him, handles it with aplomb, and buries it. His first of the season. Doesn't score many, Luis Estrada, but he's come up with a big, big goal here, and that is just the second goal the Stealth have conceded all season long, but it's come early here. Viteri has, well, too early to tell really, of course, but seemingly hit a little bit of a sophomore slump in his second season, and yet to score or assist through his first 3 games either. But now here's Enrique! An incredible response from the home side as Enrique finds the back of the net. It's 1-1. Dream start in your match of the day here. Well, we thought there might be goals, and we've got 2 early ones here. 11 minutes, and we're 1-1. brilliant from Emmanuel Caiado, and it's again the near post where the goalkeeper is beaten, but this is a fine finish from Enrique on the turn. Well, not the best angle there. Karimov blocking the shot, and maybe Mason will say the same thing. Enrique won't care because it's a fine finish on the ground, hard and low. Always hard for a goalkeeper to deal with, and it's 1-1 after 11 minutes here. You often see the opposite, two teams with early game jitters, afraid to take chances, afraid to get forward. Quite the opposite here. Both these offenses have come to play, and we've seen it so far, and they're trying to get forward again here with Hamaidet, and Ulysses gets in the way. Here's Emmanuel Caiado. Gonzalo battling it out with Valentino, who just about won it, but that's not a good clearance. Now it's Hector Hernandez! Snapshot save from Mason and punches out for a corner. Well, he made an error on the distribution, but he makes up for it. That's a terrible pass, and then look at this save. What a stop. Hernandez thought for sure he was in there. He's remonstrating with his defenders, but it was his error that led to the chance. I think he would do well to keep that in mind. Troy had to take this corner for the Stealth. Hernandez the obvious target. It goes short towards Viteri. Cleared by Estrada. Here's Miguel Chavez. Nice cutback from Chavez. And Enrique what a finish! And Enrique at the double. And he doubles up in some style here. What a strike! Stealth fans savoring every second. And it's a special second goal from the home side here. Well, it's good work from Chavez to pull it back. And Enrique, what a strike this is. That is absolutely top class. We mentioned it was the battle of defense versus offense for the Stealth versus the Condors, but it's the other way around. The Stealth are on the front foot. And Enrique has picked out two brilliant finishes. One to the bottom right corner, that one with his left foot to the top left. And it's 2-1 here. What a strike. It has stunned the Condors here, who thought they were going to have their way again with another NSC South team after what they did to Pioneers last week, but no. Stealth have responded, duly noted, and doubled up. Condors trying to get back on level terms again. That's a nice pass for Quincy Hamaidet, and Puppy spun it! Oh, is that not a pass back? Oh my goodness. Referee has turned a blind eye there, it seems, because De Mesquites looked like he deliberately controlled that ball, and then Poppy picked it up. Viteri going for the long shot, and maybe it was a pass, not sure. Easy pickings for Mason either way. Trying to get the Condors going again. Sam Benezet with a nice header down. Estrada. Here's Saturnino. Still going, Nestor Saturnino. This is a nice run. Teasing at the defenders, and De Mesquites able to get a block in just in time. A frantic, fast-paced start here in Arena de Oro. Literally means the Stadium of Gold, and how about this? A golden finish for the man in gold, Enrique. One of the more memorable goals in recent history here. Put the Stealth into the lead. And the Condors trying to get level here again. Sacilazzo to take. Short to his opposing fullback vessel, Barris, but it's a big touch, and Troye out to cover it up. Still alive with Sacilazzo, though. Crossing it now, Sabede's got a... Oh, Poppy got a piece! And protects it from being level again. This is a really good... You don't see this often anymore. It's a dying art, they say, heading the ball. Oh, what a stop from Poppy. It's point-blank reflexes there. Sabede's does really well to rise high and meet that. Sacilazzo goes short to Barris again. Better control this time. And back to Estrada, who opened the scoring for the Condors, and Hernandez shuts the door on him. Bad giveaway there by Caiado and Chavez, not on the same page. Saturnino, can he release this ball? Ulysses with a great challenge. And the Stealth trying to carry away now. Gonzalo going long for Caiado. It's a teasing ball in behind. Mason's out to meet it, and just about got there. A few inches more, maybe that would have been Caiado's ball to win. Here is Nurasil Karimov. Last year's first-round selection has been quiet on his second start after coming to replace an injured Adriano Jimenez. That ball's given away by Ransom Rodriguez and intercepted by Ibai Viteri. Plays in a teasing ball to Chavez, who couldn't hold his run. And it's pulled back for an offside. Timing just off there, actually way off there, a couple yards. And Stealth attackers getting forward a bit too eager, offside. Valentinov to send this one long now. Terry wins another header in the midfield. Cairo, good change of direction. Showed too much of it to Sacilotto though and gave it away. Checking back inside is the veteran fullback. Still going Sacilotto. Now to Maida. This is nice from the Condors. Matson Rodriguez able to wriggle his way free and win a free kick. Sacilotto with a chance to work some of his dead ball magic here. "31 yards out, will he opt for a shot or a cross here?" Hamida now joins the attack. Leaves it for Sacilotto, who's going to curl an effort, and not enough pace to beat Poppy in the Stealth goal. Dominguez wins a big header there. Condors have possession again in Stealth territory. Valentino trying to skip away. Here he goes. A bad run from the center back, and then just not on the same page, given away. Here's Viteri. Hernandez. Nice ball to Enrique, who's on a hat-trick in the first half here. Goes out wide to Cayeto. Troye, and pass was behind him, giving away Karimov on the interception there. Well, some start to this game here in your match of the day. And things have seemingly settled down a bit, but it's still anyone's game. 2-1 lead to the Stealth as it stands with just over 5 minutes to go in the half. Stealth regained possession after Kevon Harry Troye's interception. Now it goes long, looking for Chavez. What a ball that is. Here he goes, Miguel Chavez. Into the penalty area, now circling around, trying an effort, blocked by Dominguez. Has it back to Enrique. Gonzalo. How important have these midfielders been for the Stealth this season so far? Chavez joins the attack again. Back to De Mesquites. Enrique, Gonzalo, maybe a shooting chance here, goes to the back post. Chavez on just, couldn't get the cross in for Hernandez at the back post. Back with Enrique though quickly. Condors a little bit pinned back at the moment. Troye. Cairo. Hernandez. Emmanuel Cairo bearing down on goal, trying to roll it across. Oh, nearly a moment of calamity at the back. Ball seemed to just freeze for a minute there on the goal line, but the Condors able to get it clear. But they turned it over quickly again here. Chavez skips away from one man. Trying to take on Valentinov. Nice cutback for Ibai. Wrestling with Barris, and Barris did really well there to keep it. Saturnino easily away from one. Estrada. Somben is a last chance of the half for the Condors. Can they find something in this first half? Karimov. Might it. Has a man through the middle if he can find him, and just slips it in for one. Saved by Poppy. And prevents the corner, which should get us to halftime. And there is the referee's whistle. What a fascinating start to this one here. 2-1 lead to the Stealth at the break. And a match where they trailed inside 10 minutes. They have turned it around. And Enrique at the double, hoping for more of the same in our second half here. Back in just a moment on the National Soccer League Network. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. A 2-1 scoreline at the break. The Stealth trailed, and then we're able to turn this game around. Courtesy of their veteran midfielder Enrique with two lovely finishes in that first half. Looking to increase the margin here in the second in front of the home fans and make it 3 wins in a row. Stop the Condors' little streak. Here is Gonzalo. Looking for the penalty attempt there off the arm and didn't get it. Stealth still have it with Enrique. Ibai Viteri. Gonzalo, the midfield three, really looking up nicely as Valentino bowls over Gonzalo, but clean challenge, says the referee. Sabadeze to Maida. Cutback was on, but went the other way instead and slows down the attack a bit. But now here is Maida with a yard or two of space, maybe to think about a shot. Rodriguez trying to return it to him, and Ulysses once again well positioned. Saeed hassled and harried into a quick clearance, and Estrada pounces. Saturnino cuts it back. Salbeneze, Hamide at the front three, looking really convincing at times, but gave it away again there. Enrique checks his run to Caero. Now he gets it. Emmanuel Caero has an assist on the day. Looking to work his magic on the wing again. Troye. Enrique has the pullback. It's now Ibai Viteri with a shooting chance here. Enrique. Ibai nicely moved around here. This by the stealth. Now Ibai goes for it. And the shot, in the end, maybe not the right choice. Had a feeling it needed to be let fly sooner rather than later. And fly away it did. Not too far off, but I think Mason probably had it covered with the difficult angle and distance of the shot. Goal kick to come now for the Condors. Mason going to send this one long. For Hamide, another nice header one. Here's Nordisel Karimov. Rodriguez. Salbeneze. Karimov trying to skip away from Troye, who read it like a book and cuts it out. Gonzalo now with space to get forward. Nice switch of play, and such a Lotto got a toe on it. Mason's across to grab it, and did well to prevent the stealth attackers from getting home there. So that is another aerial duel won by the Condors center forwards. Here's De Mesquites. Enrique, whose goals are the difference as it stands. Still 2-1 as we approach the hour mark here. Might see some changes from both these teams trying to increase their control on the game. Hyde, lovely little turn there. And got it up to Salbeneze. Saturnino. Salbeneze, too easy. Sloppy play, tired legs there maybe from the center forward. South have it back here with Hernandez. There's Ibai again, really nice link-up play from the stealth players here. And there goes to Caero. Threading the needle was Hernandez. Emmanuel Caero. Such a Lotto defended him well. And what he wants to do, loves to cut inside and shoot. And that excellent left foot. Such a Lotto. Rodriguez. Might nice ball into Salbeneze, who's trying to run at pace to the back two. Got away from one, and Saheed and Ulysses just able to muscle him off it. Nearly broke away though. Enrique. Looking inside now for a teammate. Madsen Rodriguez beat him to it though. Karimov. Salbeneze. Saturnino trying to advance in numbers here. Salbeneze. Nice feed that time. Hamad. It's in here. Just trying to level it up. And Poppy. Another great stop to prevent that from happening. Best chance of the half for either team. Probably Hamad with a nice strike. That is goal bound for sure. Poppy had other ideas. We might have a change coming up for you now, and indeed we do. Is the man with the 2 goals for his side coming off. Enrique making way for Flutos Juanito for the stealth. The Condors have made a change as well. Nicky Bennett coming onto the field, and he will be replacing Madsen Rodriguez. Condors corner here with Estrada. Bennett off the bench has it. And gave it away immediately. There's Bohr from the substitute. Here's Gonzalo. Hernandez waiting for Caero to get back on side, and now he has played him in through. Emmanuel Caero with 1 man to beat. Goes to Chavez. Gonzalo! Blocked by Valentinov and away by Karimov. Moving away again. The stealth center backs have been imperious today in the second half. They're woken up after that early concession. Here's Ulysses. Flipping it forward for Hernandez, who's got the height advantage. Good control, but Valentinov was on him like a hawk. Now, here come the Condors again. Front two a bit lonely at the moment, waiting for numbers to get forward. Might it. Beneze, Nicky Bennett off the bench. Looking for an option. Hamida has it back. Quincy Hamida tipped behind by Poppy again. Hamida has been the threat in the second half. It's an easier save in the end for Poppy. One that needed saving nonetheless. Stealth have done their best to hang on to this lead that they had since the early stages of the first half. Enrique's 2 goals have them ahead 2-1 as it stands. Condors aren't lying down though. Here's Barris off the corner. Nice feet. It's Valentinov, the center back, in the area. Barris now trying to the back post. Free header, Dominguez, and it's blocked by Saeed. Dominguez, clever little touch there. Sacilotto nudges it on for Barris. There's a run at the back post. It's blocked off the post. Oh my goodness. Ulysses got a touch to keep it out. What a tackle. And a little bit of luck to go with it. Now here's Cayano at the other end. Well, the game had a frantic first 15 minutes. We're going to have a frantic final 15 as well. It's a nice ball by Cayano. Sacilotto away, and Valentinov does one better. Wow. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Here's Karimov again, trying to lift one in for Hamaynet. Troye there first. And a nice battle that Troye able to win. South trying to hang on here. Oh, what do they got left in the tank? That might help. Estrada with an error. Trying to lift it in. Dominguez, great control on the half turn there. 10 minutes to play here. Still 2-1. Deadlocked as we were in the first. Here's Estrada in a more advanced role now. Karimov back to his feet. Oh, there's opening here for Karimov. Estrada. Saturnino lets it roll. Sacilotto trying to join the attack. Karimov. And show too much to Saeed. Given away. Now here comes Saeed on the charge. Pugue trying to feed it in for Gonzalo in a foot race, but Vassal Barris held his ground well. Great defending at this late stage of the game. Late is the hour indeed, though. The Condors are going to try to muster a comeback. Sam Benazet holds it up well for Bennett. Space in the middle for Saturnino if he can find it. For Sam Benazet. Well done. What a save from Poppy again. Another deliberate back pass not called. Wow. Referee needs to read up on the rule book, I think, here. Condors fans will not be happy with that. Sacilotto still trying to get forward. Might have to do an offside position. That's back. 88 minutes played. Saturnino here. Looking inside for a teammate. Needs some movement ahead of him to help him out. There's Hamaynet. Runners on the inside. It's Saturnino! Driving and Poppy denies it. What a stop. Oh my. Saturnino can't believe it. He thought this was the chance. And a good chance it was. Right on the edge of the box. Drives it. Poppy. Full stretch. He has been immense in this second half. How many saves has he made? Well, we're into the final minute of the 90. 89 on the clock. We've got a substitution, though. Is Hernandez making way for Robin Chantalou. And the Condors going to make a change as well. Karimov is off. And Chase Ricker is making his late entrance here. It might be his debut for the Condors after signing as a free agent. Sacilotto's ball was very poor, but not a good clearance either. Valentinov to Dominguez. Estrada. Sam Benazet. Ricker! Pandemonium here! Chase Ricker, seconds into his Condors debut off the bench, rifles one into the back of the net and crushes the Stealth to level it up here. What a finish this is! Well, Ricker gets his chance, and what a moment for him. Condors were happy that he was unwillingly found free in the free agent period. Player of his quality hasn't got many minutes in recent years, but what a strike. And what a way to draw level here. The Stealth crestfallen by that goal. Wow, what a moment for Chase Ricker. That, in all likelihood, will send us to extra time here. What a touch by Sacilotto there as well. Wow, speechless here. Ricker's on the ball again. Surely they couldn't do the unthinkable here, could they? Ricker, Saturnino, he's broken off on the win! Saturnino! Oh, the Stealth capitulate! And the Condors have come all the way back to win it! A minute past the last blast of the whistle. It's 3-2 here, 2 stoppage time goals to sink the Stealth. The Condors' courageous nature pays off. Courageous! And the Stealth, who had been stalwart, have turned it around badly here. What a finish from Saturnino. And your match of the day has delivered an absolute thriller here. So many chances, and the levee finally breaks. 2 goals conceded, and the Stealth let it slip away in stoppage time here with the last kick of the game. Saturnino sends the Stealth packing, and there is the final whistle. What a moment! Chase Ricker and Nestor Saturnino with one of the most unlikely comebacks in National Soccer League history. Down 2-1 in the 92nd minute. They have won this game 3-2 in the 94th. I'll leave you here with the full match stats and highlights from this one. What a way to conclude our Friday night coverage. We'll be back tomorrow with a slew of 6 games as Saturday Soccer kicks off in the National Soccer League Network. Until then, goodbye and good night for now. Wow!